Good morning. It is Wednesday morning, and Jim and Kathy, welcome this morning. Forgive the shaky camera today. I don't have my tripod with me. Jeremy and Wendy, I hiked into this area that I'm going to fish here in a moment. Robert Richardson, welcome to you. I don't know if this will let me, yeah. Mike and Joe, good to see you. I'm going to turn my phone around. You can see where I'm at. So I'm at this creek right here, and I've hiked in, and I'm going to fish this creek and see if there's any small trout. I'm going to start right here at this little riffle. I don't know if you can see that well. I bet there's trout right in that little riffle right there. But this is my morning. Jeremy and Wendy, good to see you. There's my mom, Karen Lowe, Debbie King, good morning. Alyssa Tucker, good morning. Welcome everyone. Jan Akins, good morning. So yeah, I didn't bring my tripod because I hiked in to this area, and I have my fishing rod here and my Bible and my backpack, and that's all I need right now. And I have a signal so I can talk to you. Vicky Bowser, good morning. So I was in Psalm 16 this morning. By the way, Steve and Sierra Para, I failed to mention yesterday was their anniversary. And so happy anniversary, Steve and Sierra. I hope you enjoyed your evening. Deanne Fine, good morning. So Psalm 16, we've been here several times in the course of doing this live stream. And so I won't cover the entire psalm. Carmen, good morning, good to see you. But the last verse, verse 11, talks about setting God before me, that in God, God has led me to the path of life, and in Him, I have fulfillment. In Him, I have pleasures forevermore. And I love that. That's where I was dwelling this morning, because it makes me think about places like this. And this certainly is circumstantial. Certainly, many people who enjoy the outdoors are going to find pleasure in the beauty of a place like this. I hope you can hear me fine. But the reality is that the psalmist is pointing out, let me get in the shade here so you can see me maybe a little bit better, is that it's not in our circumstances that we can truly find fulfillment, that we can truly find satisfaction. It is in the presence of God that we find satisfaction. And I think about other places in the New Testament that reinforce this idea. Jesus himself, after feeding the multitude, and they were seeking after him the next day, and he says, be careful, you're seeking after this bread that I gave you, but the reality is I am the bread of life. This is John chapter 6, late in the chapter. He says, those who come to me will never hunger. Those who believe in me will never thirst. God himself, Jesus, is the source of all satisfaction. Paul echoes this. He says, I have learned to be content in whatever situation I find myself. So it's not based upon my circumstance that I find contentment. He says, I can be content whether I am have plenty of food or I'm hungry, if I have everything I need or if I'm in want. And he concludes in Philippians chapter 4, verse 13, that I can do all things through him who strengthens me. So we find our satisfaction, we find our contentment in the presence of God, in God himself. It doesn't matter these beautiful surroundings. It matters where our attention is set, where our hope is set, where our heart is set. if it is in the presence of God, if it is in God himself, the Bible tells us we will never hunger. We will truly always be satisfied. I'm giving you another shot of the creek I'm at. I'm about to fish this creek right here for those of you who are joining. And one of the things that I have found in my own practice to help foster this sense of being content in the presence of God. I'm trying to get better lighting here, sorry. Maybe that's a little bit better. Is to slow down. If my mind and my attention is constantly occupied by various things, and it could be while I'm doing nothing, but I allow my mind to be occupied continually with various thoughts and so on, I find it hard to practice the presence of God. And the reason I use that word practice is I think the same way that Paul uses the word I've learned to be satisfied. I've learned to be content. Learning implies practice. You are not good at something, and you slowly become, over time, better at something. And practicing the presence of God means I've got to slow down and allow my mind to grow quiet, discipline my mind to be quiet, and focus on the fact that God alone is my satisfaction. God is the one who will give me fulfillment. And so there's a train coming. There's a train track right over here. This is the Transcontinental Railroad that runs through these mountains, through Donner Pass. It's an amazing thing. Anyway, a train is coming. You're not going to hear me for a bit. So I'm going to wrap things up. How are we practicing the presence of God today? I'm practicing by slowing down, hopefully pulling a few trout out of this stream this morning, and enjoying the satisfaction that can only come through setting my mind on God himself, not my circumstances. So, Lord bless you today, and hope you enjoy your day. We'll see you again tomorrow morning.